We're delighted to have with us today Feras Ahmed, the Chief Executive Officer at Silah Gulf. Welcome, Feras. It's a pleasure to have you today.
Pleasure to be with you here today. Thank you for hosting me.
Now, Feras, you're obviously in the midst of a lot of changes that are happening in the CX and the contact center in the Middle East. What are the main challenges that you are seeing surfacing in the CX industry this year?
Obviously, the CX industry is a very, very interesting one, and it keeps evolving, day by day. And the challenges, of course, is what really makes this industry very dynamic and what keeps it, evolving and growing. I'll just name, a number of challenges that we've seen surface, very recently, and giving really a push to the providers and the practitioners in this industry. So first and foremost, of course, is meeting changing customer expectations. So the rise of digital channels, the increased use of AI and automation, customers now expect faster and more personalized responses to their inquiries, which puts really a pressure on CX practitioners to provide such an experience. Again, another challenge on a different note is managing customer data. And of course, with the increased use of such data and the availability of such data, it can really be a challenge to store data, analyze data, and of course, make sure that this data is actually being used to better service customers. Another one I'd say is providing a consistent omni-channel experience. So today, a lot of the experiences are very siloed. There's a multi-channel approach all across. Although there are applications and software which enable the real omni-channel experience, we are yet to see that coming to fruit at large scale and commonplace. Of course, managing trust and privacy, data security, and the regulations that comes with, and managing such regulations and adapting to such regulations is also a challenge that CX practitioners face today. Overall, I'd say the CX industry needs to be agile and to be adaptive to meet the changing needs and expectations of customers, while also ensuring the security and privacy of their data.
That's such a brilliant overview that you've given, Feras, for our listeners, because eventually, it's about the personalized journey. It's about the effective use of data, but also at the same time, it's about protecting their privacy as well. And that's data security is becoming such an important issue because of the regulation. And of course, because we owe it to our customers to keep their data safe. And that brings us to a very pertinent question that whilst there's so much technology choices that companies and practitioners have today, what would you say is the top technology enabler which is driving the transformation that we are seeing?
Again, without blinking, I'd say it's AI. AI is the new buzzword. It's the new technology, which is, creating waves, which is taking over not only the CX industry, but many other industries. Again, AI today enables companies, to analyze vast amounts of data very effectively and in a very, efficient approach, which could be used to improve customer experiences. I'll just give a few examples. One is personalization of interactions using AI algorithms, analyze customer data to provide, a personalized product for the particular customer. Automation of routine tasks, AI-powered chatbots, for example, can handle very routine inquiries and provide very quick responses, freeing up, the service agents to deal with more complex questions. Another very, new trend is predictability of customer behavior using AI. And AI, does this by analyzing previous, data and can enable, such prediction to happen and to improve the customer experience overall. It also enables better decision making on behalf of, the agents using customer feedback, for example, using customer sentiments, identify such issues and, have such opportunities for improvement going forward. More importantly, of course, is at the end streamlining of such processes to automate and reduce costs, overall improving the efficiency of the CX area overall. So yes, without thinking twice, it is definitely AI today.
Certainly. And of course, we're seeing AI being embraced by almost every company that we talk to right now. So, what are the latest developments and improvements that you are seeing surfacing within the CX ecosystem and the way companies engage with their customers?
I'd say there's, the typical, trends that we see today, which are becoming more, more streamlined. As I said, earlier, personalization is one. Omni-channel experiences is another one. Chatbots based on AI, of course, and more important, self-service options. So people today want to be able to service themselves, in a very efficient manner without having, such interaction with a human. And of course, finally, it's emotional engagement. I'd say companies are increasingly focusing on such emotional engagement to make sure that there's empathy in dealing with their clients.
Absolutely, Feras. Now, you have enabled companies big and small across the globe to exceed customer and employee expectations. How has your software impacted companies in terms of not just their customer experience, but also their employee experience?
Again, we pride ourselves as being, a vendor neutral, organization. So we do not depend on specific softwares or specific vendors. The approach we take is, we understand customer requirements, we see where the customer pain areas are today, and we choose the best in breed class software, to solve that problem. And then we partner, with such organizations to bring together a winning, formula for the benefit of the end customer. Again, a number of successful case studies that we've had within the same area, and we've used the same approach time and time again, and it's timeless. It always works. If you put the customer at the heart of everything, the only way is a winning formula, and that's the way to success, I'd say.
Certainly, you've almost answered my last question, but I do want to hear it from you. That how does your company distinguish itself from other players in the market?
I'll sway a little bit, away from technology, because we've been talking about technology, and let's get back to the human factor, because that's always a winning factor. Again, I'd say our formula for success is localization. In the areas we operate in. So we operate in 3 countries. We operate in Bahrain, in Saudi Arabia, and in Kuwait, and we pride ourselves, knowing the local culture. We understand, the countries we operate. Although it's all the GCC. It's all very in close proximity. We speak the same language, almost the same dialect. But again, there are specific cultural, differences, or specific cultural, traits within each community, within each society. And if you don't understand those, you do not show empathy when you deal with customers. And we pride ourselves, in being able to understand that localization, catering our solutions, to meet the local culture. And again, being part of, of the organization that we operate on behalf, and of course, delivering exceptional customer experiences at the end of the day. So I'd say that's our formula for success. So there's no replacement to the human factor. Technology will assist, but again, the human, touch is the winning factor.
Definitely. It sounds so interesting for us that we can't wait to meet you and the team at the CX Live show next week. I think you've touched upon such brilliant points out there, predominantly coming back to the personalized experience as well as empathy. And when you talk about local cultures, the localization, it's actually a match of both of them that brings the success. So we can't wait to hear the success stories from you and understand more about how Silah can help organizations in the Middle East.
Looking forward, and I can't wait.
Likewise. You take care till then. Bye for now.
Thank you so much. Thank you. See you next week in the conference. Thank you.
Bye.